The Telos Backslash split board is an aggressive split board for people that are looking for big lines and hard charging after they've split up the mountain. So the Telos Backslash split is just a cut in half version of the Telos Backslash, which is an absolute ripper of a powder snowboard. And the reason why I went and bought the split version of this board. Now this snowboard has a set back camber with a large rocker nose, putting the majority of the camber underfoot. Some people call this S camber. Now the reason why there's so much camber in the back foot is we want to be ripping pow with this board, but the camber in the back foot is still going to give us huge pop, snap, and just a lot of aggressiveness still in this board, while giving us the float, the turnability of a board of this style of shape. So the profile of the board is awesome. Because once again, if you're an aggressive snowboarder, if you want a hard charge when you're snowboarding, that's what this board is designed to do. It's going to destroy rock drops, couloirs, big mountain, like anything you want to rip, this board is going to keep you stable while you do it. One of the awesome things about the Backslash too is that it's nimble. So it can turn on a dime, it helps with those big gnarly lines and you gotta make quick turns, but it floats so well. It's aggressive. So you're gonna be pounding through powder, and if you need to make a turn really, really quick, you can. And that's like so nice when you're ripping big lines or powder lines. Like having a board that's gonna respond fast is huge. Now this is a split board, meaning it can come in half. You just unlock these little two guys on the back end, and then as you can see, it's already separating. And just like that, you now have skis. That being said, I have other split boards, and the one thing I don't like about this split board, the only thing I don't like, is just the locking mechanisms. There's a new version out that snaps, which I think is so much nicer than this like slam it closed option, just like that. And I have struggled, especially once you get snow and a bunch of gunk on your board in the backcountry on top of a cold mountaintop, trying to get this thing to snap close. And I'm just like, ugh. Where the ones where it like buckles, the buckle does so much of the work getting the gunk and stuff out of your way. So I will say that's something that I'm going to be upgrading. You can replace these with those buckles. That's something that I will be doing down the line. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, especially after you've split for like 3 miles, you're tired, exhausted, and cold, or you're sweating, now you're in the cold spot. You want your board to come together pretty quick. And so that's the only thing that I've had issues with this board, is just transitioning to the snowboard. Rather than snapping it together, honestly, when it's in ski mode and you're splitting up the mountain, having the camber, especially under back foot, because when you're skinning, you know, you're putting a lot of pressure back foot. The camber helps grab the snow while you're climbing up. I've gone splitboarding with a bunch of other boards that just didn't hold the edge well while walking up the mountain. This has definitely made my walking up the mountain so much easier by having just the back camber. Now with every single split board, you know, you're cutting a snowboard in half. That is going to affect the pop, the snap, the overall structure of the board. You know, you cut it in half and then you smash it back together with little locks and things. But honestly, I haven't felt much of a difference between this board and then the traditional just Backslash that's not cut in half. The boards rip very similar, feel the same, and that's one thing that I absolutely loved, is I don't feel like I'm compromising anything by it being a split board opposed to a full just put together board. And as of filming this video, this is my primary split board at the moment. I'm enjoying every second on this board. Once again, I have it as a powder board as well. It's an aggressive, rad snowboard that rips. But if you do snag one, I would highly recommend upgrading the locking mechanisms to the buckles. Other than that, it's gonna be a sick board for you. It's linked in the description if you do want to snag one, or if you want to snag an Evolution sticker or any of our merch, guys. It's all linked in the description. And with all that being said, thank you so much for shredding with me today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. It's daily on the channel. We do stuff like this. Damn.